Mystical Dream Tarot, the guidance from depths of our unconscious by Janet Pidolato. We're going to move on to our next card. You probably picked this by random shuffle, or you picked this by randomness, or maybe even showed up in your thread. Maybe you need the message that you're going to hear from this card today. This is meant for picking it randomly, and then listening to the passage that I read from the book, The Mystical Dream Tarot, as well as gazing upon the card and finding the symbols and inspiration in the artistry, and as well as what resonates from the passage to help you with an intention or even a question that you have that you want answered through meditation, visualization, or from your unconscious in your dreams while you dream at night. Let's move on. The card is Judgment. I stand before the scales of Ma'at, the eternal balance of stability, the balance of truth. I know the eternal judgment is the rule that sets in motion the path of the planets, the rise and setting of the sun, the seasons, and the flow of time through the river of life. I know wisdom is needed to run the cycles of judgment, to set the boundaries of each movement of the clock of time. I seek to move through my life, forever aware of the scales of Ma'at, ever understanding my own narrow perception of the truth needed to cast judgment. Help me to keep from judging others, for without the possession of the scales of Ma'at, my vision is limited and my perspective clouded by falsehoods. In the divine plan, each has a role. I am not privy to the workings of this great book of life, thus, I must rest my trust in the divine scales of the Ma'at. I seek to act by right action to the best of my abilities, yet I bow to my own incomplete knowing. I may frown upon what I see as injustice, yet I ask that I always refrain from the hasty words which would have me judge without possession of the full and entire truth. My work is to judge only my own actions, for if each of us tends to our own truths, together we can expand the presence of true justice for all, in tune with the great scales of Ma'at.